Welcome back to Sheikh Hamdan's official channel, a place where words echo through the halls of loyalty, passion, and eternal commitment. Today, I come forward not as the Crown Prince of Dubai, not as Fazza the poet, but as a man with a heart unshaken by time, untouched by fame, and undefeated by doubt. The time has come to declare the truth I've held quietly behind palace walls, beneath royal expectations, and within poetic verses too subtle for the world to fully grasp. Today, I speak not in riddles or metaphors. Today, I name the woman I will never replace. She walks with a silence that humbles royalty, and with a grace that no title could match. Her eyes hold the strength of the desert winds and the softness of a mother's prayer. In the presence of millions, my duty has often been to lead, to remain composed, and to hide emotion. But behind the scenes, there has always been one woman whose existence broke every boundary I tried to set between crown and heart. She did not ask for my world. She simply became it. Not through force, not through influence, but through the kind of love that no destiny can erase. I've seen others come and go, friends, allies, acquaintances, even women who believed proximity to my name meant a place in my life. But none of them could hold a candle to her. She never asked for my throne, she never fought for attention, she never needed validation. Instead, she gave me something rarer, her quiet loyalty, her honest laughter, her complete understanding of who I truly am when the world isn't watching. And it is for that, and so much more, that I make this vow. They told me I had options. That being Fazza meant I could choose again and again. But love, real love, is not replaceable. You don't find it twice. You don't replicate it in another form or another face. The woman I speak of has touched parts of my soul that even I didn't know existed. She became the poetry behind every verse I wrote. She was the silence between each breath I took when the weight of the world became too heavy to bear. And though many assumed her absence meant her end, they couldn't be more wrong. She is not gone. She is simply sacred. Sacred to me, sacred to the story I've never shared in full. The truth is, her name lives in my prayers, in my routines, in the softness I reserve for no one else. Even when I'm surrounded by royal protocols and diplomatic expectations, my heart still wears her memory like an eternal garment, never removed, never replaced, never disrespected. She is not a chapter in my life. She is the ink. The very language my heart speaks. When I hear the murmurs of the world wondering why I haven't moved on, why I haven't chosen another, or why I haven't fulfilled the expectations set by my title, I smile. Not because I enjoy the speculation, but because I know something they don't. I know what it means to love someone in silence and still remain faithful in action. I know what it means to turn down 1,000 possibilities for the one woman who already completes the universe I carry within me. She was not perfect, and neither am I. But together, we created a sanctuary of truth. In a palace full of grandeur, she gave me something more valuable than gold or marble. She gave me peace. And no matter what happens next in the chapters of royal life, whether it's marriage, children, or new journeys, she will remain irreplaceable. Because some women don't just enter your life, they define it. She is the definition of my heart's compass. I've written countless poems in her shadow, hiding meanings between lines, praying she could still feel my words even from afar. Every time the public saw a new poem go viral, many assumed it was just Fazza the romantic at work. But no, every line was a breadcrumb, leading back to her. She may never stand beside me during official events, but her essence walks with me at every step. She may never be crowned, but in my heart, she reigns. To the world, she might be a mystery. To the tabloids, just a rumor. To those who speculate, a forgotten flame. But to me, she is the woman. The only one I never questioned. The only one who didn't change with time. While others faded, she remained. While others wore masks, she revealed truth. And while others chased fame, she chose silence, a silence that spoke louder than any grand declaration ever could. In a world where loyalty is rare and love is often conditional, she gave me a version of both that I never thought existed. When I was weak, she held me in silence. When I was strong, she smiled without envy. She never needed to announce her presence, because her presence was undeniable. And now, it's my time to do what I should have done long ago, honor her. Not just with a poem, not just with words, but with a vow before the entire world. I will never replace her. Not because I cannot, but because I will not. The heart knows when it has found its home, and mine found hers long ago. I could marry 100 times and still wake up thinking of her. I could meet 1,000 others and never feel the same peace. I could write books, lead nations, and travel across oceans, but all roads lead back to her. The woman I will never forget, never deny, never replace. To her, if she is watching, know this: you were never just a moment. You were my turning point. You didn't enter my life like a storm. You entered like a sunrise, changing everything slowly but eternally. I failed in many ways, perhaps in expressing what you truly meant to me, perhaps in protecting you from the noise of this world. But today, this is your moment. The truth is yours now. And I give it freely. Let the world remember this day, the day Sheikh Hamdan spoke not with a royal tongue, but with the voice of a man deeply in love. To the woman I will never replace, thank you for loving me in the shadows, for believing in me beyond the palace, and for holding onto my heart even when the world tried to steal it away. You are my once in a lifetime, and I am eternally yours, even if the world never fully understands why. She was never the loudest voice in the room, never the one adorned in diamonds for attention, yet her presence eclipsed every luxury surrounding me. I remember how she would stand quietly beside me, not needing to speak, not needing to prove anything. Just her nearness calmed my storms. I've traveled the world, sat with kings and walked through ancient cities, but no treasure, no architecture, no empire has ever matched the serenity I found in her embrace. There's a place in every man's heart that remains untouched until he meets a woman sent by fate, and she was that sacred place awakened in me.